Hello everyone, I hope your preparation is going well. Since the CSIR NET Physics Examination is just a few days away, so in this video I don't want to teach physics today, okay? So instead I want to share few things that helped me during the actual examination, okay? And I qualified CSIR-UGC NET JRF with All India rank 20. So these are not rules basically, okay? So these are simple lessons basically, okay? And I learned from my own mistakes. Think that video as a advice from your elder brother, okay? ठीक है. So many students know physics very well, but during those 3 hours in examination hall, due to poor time management, panic and overthinking, basically reduce their score, okay? So that is the reason, so that is why I will talk only about the examination hall, okay? So in this video only I will talk only about the examination hall. ठीक है. So I want to mention few points, okay? So the first point is start from part B. Okay. So personally I always started with part B because it contains the core physics part, okay? And if you have prepared properly and you can solve many questions from here, okay? And by starting from part B you can also build your momentum and gain your confidence also for the rest of the exam, okay? ठीक है. So I personally preferred to start with part B, okay? There is my personal opinion. And second point is that don't start with part A, okay? Start with part A. For many students like me, part A takes a lot of time, ठीक है? Because it tests your general aptitude, and if you are like me and general aptitude is not your strongest area, don't begin with it. Basically it will take lot of time, okay? So don't start with part A if you are like me and general aptitude is not your strongest area, okay? So number 3 is that, so manage your time, okay? Wisely basically. This is the rough time allocation that worked for me. I basically gave for part B around 1 hour and for part C around 1.5 to 1.6 hour, and for part A whatever time remains for me only. Part B and part C were the real game changer for me. I basically gave part B 1 hour, and then after completing part B I started part C and I gave here almost 1.5 to 1.6 hours, ठीक है? And for part A I gave the remaining time in my in my examination. Okay, ठीक है. Basically part B and C were my main scoring part. Okay, I am weak in general aptitude part. Okay, so number 4. Okay, so basically I am telling you that always try to attempt part A at the end of your exam. End of your exam means after completing part B and part C. Attempt part A after completing part B and part C. Okay, so we want to mention it. Attempt part A at the end portion of your exam. ठीक है. This is completely based on my own experience. Since part A was my weaker area, I always solve part A at last. You may have different strategy, but don't force yourself to follow what I am saying. Okay, perfectly. So you can follow your strategy also, but for me, if you ask me, I always prefer to attempt part A at the end. Basically it takes much time. Okay, next point is that don't get stuck on a single question. Okay, don't get stuck on a single question. If any question is taking too much time, leave it. Okay, please leave it and move on. Many students lost valuable marks because they spent 10 or 15 or 20 minutes on one difficult problem. ठीक है? So please leave it if it take more than 10 minutes. If any question will take more than 10 or 15 minutes, just leave it and move on. Okay? Your goal is to maximize your score. Basically, your goal is to maximize your score, not to satisfy your ego. ठीक है? And next point is that, okay, so next point, okay, focus on your strongest subject. Strongest subjects. ठीक है? So one mistake I made initially was trying to prepare every topic, okay, equally. Later I realized that this was not efficient for cracking CSIR NET exam. Okay. In my final attempt or last attempt, I focused on only quantum mechanics, ठीक है, mathematical physics, statistical mechanics, classical mechanics, electrodynamics, condensed matter physics, okay, and atomic physics. I prepared only these subjects and also few portions of digital electronics. Basically I love digital electronics, so I also digital electronics portion. Okay, I focused on also digital electronics portion. ठीक है. And I also prepared to solve last 5-year previous year question thoroughly. Okay, thoroughly last 5-year previous year questions. And in my last attempts, I completely skipped nuclear physics. Okay. Basically, I want to mention or say that you don't have to master every chapter equally. Okay. Only strengthen the subjects that give you maximum return in the exam hall. Okay. And I focused only these subjects only. Okay, I completely skipped nuclear physics. Okay, and don't chase to solve every question. If you want to chase to solve every question, basically it is just waste of time in exam purpose. Okay, because you have to solve and you have to maximize your score by solving questions. Don't try to chase to solve every question just to satisfy your ego. Okay, ठीक है. And the last point is that stay calm throughout the exam. Okay, so don't panic. If you see any difficult or any unfamiliar questions, basically don't panic. Okay, every student in that exam hall is seeing that same paper, so trust on your preparation. So if you have studied sincerely and carefully, if you studied sincerely and carefully, your concepts will guide you. ठीक है. So these are the few points I wanted to mention you. So start from part B. This is my opinion. If you are not enough confidence in general aptitude part like me, don't start with part A. Manage your time. I managed my exam time in this way. Okay, and basically part B and part C is the basically game changer, I think. So attempt part A at the end of portion in your exam. This is my opinion also. And don't get stuck on any single question. Focus on your strongest subjects and stay calm throughout the exam. Okay, so I am not telling you here what to do. I am simply sharing what worked for me. Okay, like an elder brother telling to his juniors. If one of these points helps you to perform a little better in exam, I will be very happy. Okay, so believe on yourself and stay calm during these last few days also. And 7th July is the physics exam. Okay, I know it. And stay calm during these few days. Today is already 15. So take proper rest before exam. Believe on yourself and take proper rest for exam also. And also respect your parents who have silently supported your journey, and walk into the examination hall with much confidence. Okay, if you prepare sincerely and carefully, please walk into the examination hall with confidence. You will achieved, or you will crack this JRF CSIR NET. Okay, all the very best to every CSIR NET physics aspirant. ठीक है, all the very best to all CSIR NET aspirants, and time to progress. ठीक है, so goodbye.